everyone, my name is Vivian and welcome back to... What the fuck? Oh, sorry. Welcome back to Tennis Ace. Where the fuck is he? There he is, June! Oh god, I don't know where the hell I am anymore. Why is this all October 29th? Did I do all of this in one day? Good lord. July 4. Yay. Ooh. Well, this is fucking somber as hell. Let's see what's going on in the June route. Sitting alone in a dark corner living room. Jeez. This is just making it scary. Sitting around in the dark living room, the clock's constant ticking is the only thing I can hear. At the very least, it helps me zone out a bit, which is helpful. It definitely beats getting stuck in my thoughts. God knows my mind is my worst enemy right now. Well, that and this busted knee. I guess it's a coin flip between the two. Today, though... Today, I don't get to have an excuse. If I keep putting off the things I need to do, they'll only keep getting harder and harder to do. Next thing I know, I'll turn into some kind of... I don't know what that means! I don't know what that means! Shiver just thinking about it. I really don't want that. Well, I guess we have to look it up, if it's that bad. Word of the day! What the hell is it? I don't want to say it out loud. I don't know if it's derogatory. What is it? Young persons not engaged in education, employment, or training. Oh, it's an anime term. Here we go. Is it derogatory? This burgeoning classification has become the darling of right-wingers since it refers to a social underclass lacking drive, motivation, or ambition, which is often due to poverty and lack of opportunity. But people use this term with derogatory overtones and global significance. Well, if it's a fucking right-wing calling card, I'm sure as shit not gonna fucking say it. Fuck that. Which I suppose brings me back to here and now. Sitting around the living room and waiting till it's time for me to head to class. Today, finally, I'll do it. Today, finally, I'll rip out that band-aid and will face my fears. Even if people stare at me or whisper about me, I'll keep moving forward with my life. That's the one thing no one other than me can take away. And I sure as hell won't be beaten by myself. Man, I sure am acting all cool and stuff for someone sitting around alone in a dark living room at 4 a.m. Suddenly, my attention is snapped away from the rhythmic ticking by a sound like wood creaking. Someone's coming down the stairs? Ah, it's Aki! I turn around, holding my breath as I wait to see who might show up, fearing that my mom might appear and force me back to my room to sleep. Thankfully, all I see is Aki. He steps out of the stairs in his boxers, sleepily rubbing his eyes as he makes a beeline straight for the kitchen. Morning. Yeah, morning. Wow. No, not a morning person, it would seem. He grumbled out a greeting, walking right past me without so much as a glance. Shrugging, I turn around on the couch again and resume staring at the wall like I'd been doing before, because none of these are signs that you need psychiatric help! Dude, it's okay to need help. You shouldn't demonize yourself for fucking Christ. I hear the sound of the fridge being opened, as well as a flit of light appear in my peripheral vision. Then everything goes silent. For several seconds, the fridge remains open, but Aki seemingly doesn't move. I would know Not only is my hearing pretty decent, but at this time of night, everything is so quiet that you could almost hear someone think. Suddenly, the fridge is closed with a loud impact, followed immediately by rushing footsteps.
Well, wait a sec, Nichan?
Yes? Oh?
But what are you doing?
I'm sitting. What does it look like I'm doing?
I don't mean it like that. What are you doing here? In the living room? Is it almost...
Aki looks up at the wall, confirming the time.
It's 4 a.m.
Yes, I'm aware.
Why are you sitting here at 4 a.m.? And in your uniform, even?
I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I can see that.
Aki walks around to the back of the couch and moves close to me, so I remove my tail from the seat next to mine for him.
Is everything okay?
Of course not! You don't get hit by a car and have the only thing be fucked up about you be physically! How has no one recommended a therapist to this motherfucker? Well, I think June did, but like... Bruh. Yeah, I'm just fine.
Liar. Someone who's fine doesn't sit around alone in the dark at 4 a.m.
I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, someone who's fine doesn't fail to sleep either.
Come on. You know I have bouts of insomnia sometimes.
Yeah, only when you have something eating away at you, though. What is it?
I mean, I don't want to be rude, but the past few weeks hasn't exactly given me reasons to not have insomnia. If anything, it's kind of a wonder I've gotten half as much sleep as I've been getting. You don't need to worry about it, Aki. I'm fine.
How long?
How long what?
How long have you been sitting here for?
An hour?
So you've barely slept. How are you gonna even function today?
Come on, I've been doing nothing but eat and sleep for the past few days. I haven't even started on physical therapy yet. I have way too much energy stored.
Do you promise there's nothing major going on?
Yeah, I'm fine. If anything, I'm just excited to get back to school.
Where have I heard that before?
Jeez, at least act like you trust me a little. Be trustworthy then, mother...
Okay, I'll let you be for now. Just try to take a nap on the couch or something, okay? I'll wake you up when I come downstairs later.
I appreciate it.
Great. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still haven't gotten my water.
Aki goes back to the kitchen, getting himself a glass of water before returning to his bedroom, leaving me alone downstairs once again. I wish people wouldn't fuss over me so much all the time. Some people just aren't used to being handled. Problem is, sometimes people need to be fucking handled. At least Aki did leave me alone in the end. That's progress, I guess. Left to my own devices again, I continue to stare at the wall, waiting for morning to come. At some point, I start to notice my eyelids growing heavier and heavier. Ooh, a transition. Oh, down. Oh, shit. Before even realizing what had happened, my eyesight went completely back. What? Is that a voice? Whoa! Feeling some pressure on my shoulder, as if someone were gently shaking me, I turned around, slowly opening my still heavy eyelids. Mom? I know you've been anxious about going back to school, but you have a perfectly good bed upstairs that you could be using if you're going to sleep. It's morning? Yes, good morning, sleepyhead. I rub my eyes, trying to make sure I'm not hallucinating or anything of the sorts. But it was 4 a.m. just a little while ago. Yes, it was. Then you fell asleep. I mean, Like he said he'd wake me up in case I fell asleep, but I didn't think it would actually happen. Am I late for class? Don't be silly. Your brother isn't even dressed yet. How would you be late for class? How would he know that? How would he have any way to know that? He's just woke up. That's... How is he being silly for not knowing something he couldn't possibly know? He's not? Then why are you awake? He points his breakfast doesn't just magically appear out of nothing, you know. How would he know that he has breakfast when he just woke up? Oh, right. Good point. No, it's not! Because you just woke up! Are you sure you didn't get dressed too soon? Your clothes are all wrinkled. Who gives a shit? Who cares about wrinkled clothes? Seriously. That's always been dumb. It's fine like this. Don't worry about it. As long as I didn't sweat in my sleep, that is. Passing out like that, it's kind of embarrassing. How? Well, how is sleeping? Why would sleeping be embarrassing? That's... In what world? Anyway. Seriously, brain, what's up with you? First you won't let me sleep no matter how much I toss and turn, and now you make me fall asleep sitting up on the couch? Yeah, you got tired, bro. That's how anything works. What the fuck are you talking about? At least wash your face, dear. I mean... Okay. Yes, ma'am. I get up and grab my crutches, slowly following Mom into the kitchen. Walk so slowly with these that she's already grabbing things from the fridge and pantry by the time I reach the sink. Since you're already up, I might as well ask. I was going to grill some salmon, but I wasn't sure you'd want fish for breakfast 2 days in a row. I mean, from what we know about her... Usually she's not here for breakfast, so I'm sure he's just glad to have her cook breakfast. I'm not sure he'd be picky. I'm willing to bet that's what the answer is. Don't worry so much. See? Yep. Don't worry so much. Mom, salmon's fine. It's just, I'm not here a lot of times when you boys are having breakfast. I don't know what you have day in and day out every week. You could try Whoa! You could try sticking around to have breakfast with us, then you'd know what I cook. If I did that, there'd be no reason for me not to make breakfast myself. I guess that's true. I mostly make fish or omelets as well. Maybe some natto every now and again to break a bit of the routine. I mean, come on. Who do you think taught me how to cook in the first place? I suppose that's true, but I've been very hands-off after you've learned the basics. I have no idea where you went from there. Mostly just picked up recipes off the internet, to be honest. They're more about ways to dress up the food I already make than anything else, though. Oh? Like what? Like brushing the fish with a sweet and sour glaze instead of just grilling it with salt. Just an idea. I suppose we do have the ingredients to make something like that. What, now? You don't need to worry so much. Don't be silly, dear. This is all I'm doing. I'm not working this week, remember? You're not going to work, you mean? You are most definitely still working. Just with the added burden of having to look after me as well. Can you hand me a hand towel? Here you go. I have to admit, I do feel much better after washing my face. I agree. Washing your face is definitely a nice, relaxing thing to do. It must be a lot more comfortable now that you're allowed to switch to your summer uniform, right? You have no idea. Fuck school uniforms. I don't know. I still remember what it was like pretty well. You do know what my old school's blazers you looked like, right? All right. You guys used that heavy-looking white blazer from Dad's school picture, didn't you? That thing was heavy, all right. And we didn't have fancy air conditioning back then to help with it either. Our classroom had a ceiling fan that's so slow it barely even moved. That was so slow, I guess. That's what happens when you're born in the prehistoric age. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice thing to say about your mother. Prehistoric age, huh? Just joking. I'm joking. Please don't be mad. Just sit down and wait for your breakfast to be ready. Yes, ma'am. Doing as I'm told, but not exactly, I go back to the living room, sitting on the couch by the spot where I'd left my school bag and rummaging inside it to make sure I have everything I'll need for today. It feels weird to be going to school without my tennis bag. Wrong, even. I wonder if I'll ever get used to that feeling. What are you even doing? Making sure I have everything I'll need for today. You've been here since the early hours of the morning. Haven't you done that already before? Maybe. Sweetie, I love you, but you have to learn how to relax. Maybe help him do that instead of just telling him to do it. You know? Anyone in this game could actually take that step. Because everyone seems really quick to tell someone what to do, as opposed to just actually helping them do the thing. You never notice that? They're really, really good at telling you what to do, but very few of them are actually willing to, like, help you do the thing. Or learn how to do it, or I don't know. That's easier said than done. I never said it would be easy. How can you even said that? Said? That'd be say that to me when you yourself are basically incapable of just sitting around and relaxing without going off to do more work. That should be a question mark at the end there. Well, I've never claimed to be particularly good at it either. Maybe you get that from me. Is that so? Don't be smug. It was your father's least attractive quality, and it doesn't look so good on you either. It might be, but if it's the least attractive quality, then it's still somewhat attractive. But it's also still a quality. What the fuck? No! That does not linguistically make sense. I get you're kind of going for the, like, it's the logic behind catching people when they say they could care less. That means you do still care. If you could not care less, then there's no caring being done. But if you could care less, you do care. At least a little bit. There's an implied amount there. You know, but this, it's your least attractive quality. That is the bottom of attractiveness. Somewhat attractive. No, there's no implied attractiveness. Least, bottom, you're least attractive. That means no attractiveness. No. And still a quality. Yeah, a quality. Quality in terms of a noun is not quality in terms of a adjective. That is not how linguistics work. This line is not. This is nonsensical. This is linguistic nonsense. Stop arguing semantics and come sit down by the table this time. He was wrong. He was wrong! She wants us to stop arguing semantics. But he was wrong. Is he Rutherford in this route? Yeah, Rutherford. Rutherford was fucking wrong! But let's move on. She wants us to move on. Okay. In a minute. I need to finish this. What is it you're doing now? Readjusting the strap on my bag. I can't walk 100% upright with crutches, so I don't want to go down too much and end up hitting my knee. That bag isn't capable of reaching your knee, sweetie. Maybe, maybe not. I'd rather not find out. By the way, I did schedule a taxi to come pick you up and drop you at school, but do you need me to call them again and ask if they have a driver that can help you walk to the building and to your classroom? Mom, they're taxi drivers, not personal assistants. True. I'm really afraid that walking from the entrance to your classroom might be a bit much. It's a little far, and there are multiple flights of stairs on the way. Shuichi and Sai offered to wait for me by the front gate to help. I'll be fine. I can't speak for the Japanese school system, but this was always something that would surprise people in American schools when, at least in my experience, when a kid would get injured and they would magically get the elevator key. That was usually most kids' first time learning that there would be an elevator in the school. Because they'd have to either, if they were old enough to not be qualified to be retrofitted to qualify for the Americans with Disabilities Act, which would mandate that the school would, if they have an upper level classroom, have to have an elevator, or if they do have an upper level classroom, they would have to make an elevator. And usually those elevators were not good from the schools that I went to. But if it was not a usually publicly accessible elevator, you'd have a special key. And fucking Christ. It was like unlocking a fucking secret door that no one else even knew about, and all of a sudden, oh, there's a fucking elevator, oh my god! Like, I don't know how many times people would volunteer to carry bags for people just so they didn't have to deal with the fucking stairs. They would offer to carry bags for the kid with the crutches just so they didn't have to deal with the stairs anymore. Oh, that's good. I'm so glad you have such good friends. They're not good friends, but at least they're helping in this case. So am I. Even if I've been a bit of a dick to them lately. Which I'd rather not think about right now. At least with Shuichi there, I won't have to worry. He could carry me to my classroom bride style if I wanted to. Didn't you say you wanted to invite as little attention as possible? I said he could, not that he should. Yes, I'm familiar with that concept. Now, come on, your brother should be coming downstairs for breakfast any minute now. Can you please come sit at the table already? Okay, stop fussing so much. I swear, I'd forgotten what it's like to be home all the time. I can't help myself from fussing. What the fuck? This is not a moment where you should see yourself as the problem, ma'am. I think that's called being a mother. I might complain about it as a joke, but I don't really mind. Then stop fucking making her feel bad! She obviously has a lot of problems about feeling bad and feeling inadequate as a mother. Like, recognize that and stop making her feel bad about it. God damn it. Your life is immaculate. And it's thanks to her, god damn it. I know you got problems you need to work out. I'm not saying you shouldn't, voice your fucking feelings, but you often at times have problems joking at people's real emotional expense. You need to work on that shit. Not just with your mother, too. I kind of missed it, to be honest. Once I'm done with all my adjustments, making sure each and every little thing is ready for me to head to school, I sit at the table. I have to stop myself from trying to set the table on my own. Of course, a habit kicking in, I guess. Mom insists on doing that for me, which I get. Guess being cared for like this went from completely infuriating to just mildly awkward. Progress? Hey, there he is. Morning again. Hey, did you even sleep at all? Don't worry. He was passed out on the sofa when I came downstairs. Called it. Excuse you? What? I'm just happy you got some sleep. With breakfast finally ready, the three of us sat down to eat together. It was clear to me that a lot more energetic. It was clear to me that it was clear to me that is a lot more energetic with Mom around. I imagine that Aki is a lot more energetic with Mom around. I guess no matter how he is, a kid is still going to miss his mom, no matter how old he is. I guess. I don't know. There seems to be some words missing here. Still, there was something about it that felt different. For the first time since the accident, the three of us could sit down and have a meal together without ending up talking about it. Maybe, just maybe, this is what healing feels like?